What is up, guys? Jake from One Hive here with our next cleanup video. This one's going to be on a GoLaLoon attack that our boy Shadow brought. It was a very good attack, just had a few things that didn't go right, which cost him a 3-star. And Little Shoes off the count come in and cleaned it up. So let's get started on it. Pretty basic. Shadow came in with a 2 golem, GoLaLoon, sends 1 golem in here, 1 in here. Wizards to create the funnel, king and queen go in. Everything's looking good. Drops a nice jump spell right here. I want to talk a little bit about this jump spell because I think there's something that could have been done differently with it that might have got the 3-star. It might not have, but it's something you should consider when you're placing jump spells. In this attack, he obviously wanted to get the CC troops taken care of with the lightning that he brings here. Air defense, queen, and I believe with the second golem, the goal was to take out the second air defense. That we wanted to get this whole section, more or less, taken out before he started his lava hound attack. And it was a good plan. I mean, it could have happened. The air sweeper would have gone down as well. That's good. These positions I see on these air sweepers, I don't understand it. I don't know, but forget about that. That's a topic for another day. It's all going well, but once the CC troops come out, he uses his lightning. That goes well. The queen's in here. She's standing right here on this jump spell, shooting out, and she just sort of tends to drift down here towards the bottom, takes this air defense out, and then gets stuck on these storages and whatnot. The king and the golem end up jumping into the core. Now, my point about the jump spell, when Shadow drops it, he connects all of these compartments, which is what you would think you'd want to do right there on that junction. Send it all the way in. But in my opinion on this one, had he not dropped it there, had he dropped it out here to where it just connected these 2 compartments and tried to prevent the king and the golem from having the ability to jump into the core, I think the golem for sure would have went this direction and got onto this air defense, and I think the king probably would have followed it. There's really no benefit to getting into this core. There's much less benefit than getting into this compartment with more troops. If you're doing a hog attack, totally different. You want to get into that core. You want to make sure you're triggering bombs, things like that. But on a GoLaLoon attack, the only thing you're after is these air defenses. Anything else is a bonus. This X-bow, even if it doesn't go down, it's just that would be a bonus going down. But the air defense, obviously, much more important. But you'll notice on the attack, the hero or the Barbarian King and the Golem jump into the core and end up dying in the core, and nothing takes out this top air defense. Now, not a huge deal. He still has 3 Lava Hounds left, 3 air defenses to deal with, and has taken out a few towers and the air sweeper, but sends in his Lava Hounds, just 1 there, targeted balloons, everything's going in. But this guy has some, maxed out air trap skeletons set right here, and it really, with just having those 2, he sends in his 3rd Lava Hound on this air defense down at the bottom. With not having the extra pups up there, those air balloons or air traps really do a lot of work on his balloons, and by the time they make their way down, it's just sort of petered out. He wrecks most of the base. There's just a little bit of the base left when it's all said and done. Rage placement was good, all of that stuff, but I really think, I could be wrong, I really think that had he adjusted this jump spell to where the troops would not have went to the core, they would have ventured up and taken out that second air defense, and this would have been a 3-star attack with only the backside 2 air defense left. But we'll watch it live. You guys can see what I'm talking about, and then we'll come back and look at how she did it. All right, here we go. Coming in from the side, Golem's going down first. Followed up immediately by, well, as soon as he dropped his golems here, right there. As soon as he dropped his golems, followed up immediately by some wizards to create that funnel. Make sure his heroes are going to go straight in where he wants them to. A few wizards in the middle just to get those trash buildings out of the way. Queen goes down, and shortly here, right after the jump, the king goes down. Now, you see how that jump spell connects all the way to the core. The king goes down here. Everything's going good. The reason you could do that here as well is because that queen is obviously, she's right on that wall. She's going to make her way into that compartment. There's no question of her standing back in the core. Lightning spell for the CC. That takes out most of them. The queen cleans up what's left. Defensive queen is already down. And you see this golem's even in that compartment up there by that mortar. He would have continued to go, but he took that jump spell, the king as well, to that closest defensive building, that X-bow, and then they just continue on. The Golemites jump out, but they're too damaged. There's no chance of them taking out that air defense on their own. Again, with the king moving into the core, he was like full health. There's no question he would have wrecked the air defense. But here comes the air attack. You see the traps that are set there. Also, right here in just a moment, you'll see the air skeletons start to pop out. The first lava hound goes down. The second one is very damaged right here. As soon as those lava or air traps get on it, it's going to go down. And the pups, help a little bit with those skeleton clamps, but it takes them some time. And without having that third lava hound up top to help out with that, it just goes down here at the bottom, and the skeletons you see still doing work on his balloons as well as that Tesla. And at this point, he's just out of balloons. He's still got his tank there, and that's good, but just not enough balloons to get the job finished. We'll start to fast forward right there. The last lava hound goes down, and the pups do what cleanup they can, but there is a wizard tower and an archer tower left, and they are just not going to allow the 3-star. So very good attack. Everything done pretty much right. Just when you're doing that GoLaLoon attack, if you don't get that second air defense, it can cost you the 3-star unless you've got a lot of other towers for it. Let's go back to the drawing board and look at how Shu did it. All right, obviously Shu watches Shadow's attack and makes the adjustments, sees that the 2 golem attack did not result in the taking out the second air defense. So he just trims a golem off, adds a lava hound, and basically does the exact same attack. Sends a golem in right here in the middle, his wizards to create the funnel, heroes going in, jump spell in the exact same spot, lightning for the CC troops. Everything the same, just gets the 1 air defense, doesn't take out the second one, but doesn't even intend to take out the second one. He's got 4 lava hounds now, and he just sends them in 2 and 2, like all 4 up top here, just soaking up different traps, different areas, and the added lava pups that are up there willing to help out with that, help take out those extra air skeletons as they're beating on the extra lava hounds that are up there. So once the first lava hound pops, the air skeletons are just on the next one, and instead of targeting the lava pups and taking them out, they're just beating on the wall still, and the lava pups help clean them up. He works his rotation around the base with targeted balloons as these go down, and drops nice rage spells for him as they go down and move down to the last air defense. He has some nice back end balloons as well, and just pretty much wrecks the base. But just took what he saw from Shadow's attack, made the proper adjustments, and got the easy 3-star. So let's watch Shu do it. All right, here we go. Golem coming in. He actually drops a few minions there. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. To start with that free funnel, break there on that side. Very smart move there, and sort of brings his golem up a little bit higher to the top so that it's tanking for all the point defense and splash damage to allow his wizards to create that part of the funnel very easily. Minion even gets down there and starts working on that cannon. The queen will finish it off. Jump spell goes down. Here comes the king running in. Going to help out with everything. The lightning spell for the CC troops. Everything at this point is going perfectly. Again, his only goal is the queen, the CC troops, and the 1 air defense. Anything besides that's a bonus. The X-bow in the core there does go down, and then right there you see the Golemite working on the air defense. The queen's going to come right in behind and finish that off for him. So mission accomplished there. Uses the queen's ability and then goes ahead and gets his air attack started here. Just different angles for these lava hounds. 2 of them on each air defense. Going to soak up all those traps. Targeted balloons for the remaining defenses. And again, watch as these air skeletons start to come out here in just a moment. As soon as this pup, one bust and the pups trigger it there. Here they come. They're going to get targeted onto a few pups there, but then they're going to get onto these lava hounds that are left, and the pups are distracted by it, so they're going to get cleaned up a lot easier. The rage spells are perfect. The lava hound's down there doing the tanking on the last air defense. Still has 1 lava hound left. All these nice balloons on the back end here. Just a beautiful attack. All the air trap skeletons are gone, so all those pups up there are free to do their thing with cleanup. And you see that last lava hound doing some tanking for that Tesla, allowing that big wad of balloons just to cruise right in untouched and get the easy 3-star. Again, great adjustment by Shu, simply changing the strat from a GoLaLoon to just a, what I would call a LaLoon attack. You still pick out the queen with a golem. That doesn't make it a GoLaLoon. But I would love to have seen the adjustment made possibly on the jump spell and see if the if the 2 air defenses could have been taken out. Remember, you can do that. Jump spells are not only letting you into certain areas, you can help it direct your troops to only the areas you want it to go. I've used that technique on the general and hog attacks like that before, and it does work. It directs that go right into those traps in the hog attack example, or it would have directed it to the air defense in this one. Hope you guys liked it. Until next time, Jake from One Hive, reminding you guys to suck less.